This video is brought to you by Zarrakan Productions, an umbrella group composed of over 10 shows and an archive of over 5,000 videos covering a wide variety of topics. Please go to zarrakan.com for a complete listing of video links, social media feeds, and opportunities to support our content. Thank you for your time, and may I present another Zarrakan production.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tuesday Night DIE Deliverance. I am BK, your DIE caller, and sitting along next to me is the lovely DJ Essie. Welcome, Essie.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate being here. It's going to be an exciting night.
Oh, it most definitely will. We have got some exciting matches coming up. We have got people that's going to be coming out. We're going to be here. We're supposed to be hearing from Kitty. We're supposed to be hearing from Drake. We're supposed to be hearing from Kingston, and we've got some matches that are lined up. And I am just excited to see what's going to happen. I really, really am.
From what I've seen and heard, it's going to be something you don't want to miss, or your friends. So definitely get them in.
Absolutely. I mean, we haven't got started just yet, but we're going to be here in any minute. And, okay, excuse me, I have an RL to deal with.
That's alright, I'll keep them going. Make sure that you guys get those friends in, and let's have a good night. And like BK said, that we need to try to limit your AOs. We ask that you turn your tummy tuckers off. It won't hurt you or the baby. It's just that we need to make sure that things are not confused. And then a new thing that I just learned, I guess they're called penis talkers, which I am still dumbfounded about. Make sure, please, have those off so that we can have a clear and a nice night.
All right, I do apologize. I am back.
It's okay. I was just going over some rules. Just having them, still going, about the scripts, having them, to really, to make sure that we don't have any lag and things like that.
All right. Well, it looks like we are getting underway here.
Awesome, awesome. Alright, guys. Get ready for an awesome show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, making his DIE debut, standing in the ring at a height of 6 feet 4 inches tall, 216 pounds, from Iceland, it is Tyler Biggs. And standing in the ring is his opponent, standing at a height of 6 feet 1 inches tall, 265 pounds. He hails from Anchorage, Alaska. It is the crippler Kane Mulligan. And if you remember what I said in the pre-show, a couple of weeks ago, Kane made his debut. Tonight is Tyler's debut. So I got a feeling that Kane is going to look at it as now he's, been here a couple of weeks. He's not the quote-unquote rookie on the block anymore, and I think he's going to give Tyler a very rough introduction to professional wrestling.
Wow, looks like Kane is saying some stuff to him.
Kane always talks trash. That's just one of the things about being a wrestler. Getting there, trying to get into the mind of your opponent, and try to psych them out before the match even starts. And I think that's what Kane's doing. Is figuring he's going to get into the mind of the newcomer.
Looks like he's trying to use that to his advantage.
Absolutely. Alfie, our referee's in the ring right now, asking them if they're both ready.
Oh, there's the bell.
And we are underway. Both men meeting in the middle of the ring. Tyler goes right in for a lockup. Goes right from a lockup to a wrist lock. Rinsing down on that arm. I mean, Kane's, spark. Oh, and then goes into a wrist lock to a hammer lock. Tyler's kind of impressive right now, just coming off doing some very basic moves. I think he's taking Kane off guard. Don't think Kane expected anything like this to happen. Goes in and hits him with a hammerlock strike. And then goes right back into an arm. He goes into an arm drag takedown.
he's really working on that arm. He's really trying to get him to submit, but it looks like Tyler's just not going to give up.
I think Tyler realizes that Kane, you know, when it comes to the upper body strength, may have him a little bit. So if he takes away one of his weapons, he stands back up from the arm, from that arm bar, stands right back up. Irish whip. Tyler comes back. Oh, and he gets hit. He gets hit with a nice arm drag takedown. And I think Kane kind of took Tyler off of his game just a little bit because, I mean, you know, Kane is more of a power wrestler. I mean, he's short and stocky. He's what we call a spark plug, you know, and I don't think Tyler was expecting him to be that agile and that versatile in the ring. And now, you know, Tyler's on the receiving end of what he was just giving Kane. Now they come in still on the arm bar. He brings him up to a standing position. Goes into a wrist lock. And now around to a waist lock. Wow, Kane is showing some speed here. Got him from behind.
He's making sure Tyler knows what he's in for.
Exactly, and he was sitting there, and you know, and Tyler was trying to get out, and Kane just held on to him, and then he moved up and took him from a waist lock to a headlock. Oh, now he's going into the headlock. He hit him with a headlock combo, punched him in the head, and then went into a hammerlock. And goes into a hammerlock strike. And now he Irish whips him, using the momentum, bouncing off the ropes. Tyler's coming back to the ring. Oh, Kane went for a clothesline. Tyler ducks under, goes over, uses the momentum, comes back and catches him with a drop kick right in the mouth. Wow. He's doing the right thing now. He's staying on his opponent. He's not giving his opponent a chance to breathe. Picks him up, goes right into a kick to the thigh, whips him into the corner. Kane hits that corner awful hard. Oh, and Tyler falls right in, hitting him with the corner knee lifts. Going right to the gut section, taking the wind out of him. You know, can't breathe, he can't fight. Goes up and brings him out of the corner the hard way with a monkey flip, sends him flying halfway across the ring. Good grief, this Tyler is quick.
I think Tyler's going to show Kane that even though he may be young, but he may be a little faster than him.
Tyler backs up, comes in. Oh, goes in for a double axe handle drop and misses. Kane does a roll up, comes up and hits him with the leg lariat. And now Tyler's on his back looking up at the ceiling, and Kane is staying on him. Kane sends him into the ropes and follows coming right in with him, hits him with a running knee, high knee, and then brings him out of the corner the hard way with the fireman's carry. Stays on his opponent, picks him right back up. Oh, and Tyler shoves him, and Kane rolled back and come running back and got caught with an explosive drop kick. Tyler goes in for the pin. We got a one. Just a one.
Thought he was going to get it. Thought he was going to get it.
Yeah, I mean it only takes 3 seconds. That's the truth. It only takes 3 seconds. Which I know men hear that from ladies quite a bit. Oh, comes in, hits him with the kick. Oh, and catches him with the neck breaker. Goes in for a quick pin. Goes in one. Oh, only gets a 1 count. And you got to wear your opponent down.
What is it with you and these women? That's what they say. Thing. We don't all say that.
Okay, tell me one that doesn't. And Tyler actually waits for Kane to get up. Tyler comes off the ropes. Kane tried to catch him with the clothesline. Tyler rolls under him. I don't think Kane... Oh! Catches him with the German suplex. Well, that's one way to get your opponent stunned and dazed, is drop him on the back of his head, and Tyler picks him back up. Hits him with an elbow strike, but Kane responds with a kick to the gut, whips him back into the ropes. Tyler comes back. Oh, catches him with a shin buster. Well, goes in for a quick pin. We've got a 1, a 2, and only a 2 count. Only a 2 count. That was close. I'm saying right now, Kane's doing the right thing. He started working on Tyler's legs, and because Tyler has the height advantage. But as they say when it comes to wrestling, when you're lying on the mat, you're all the same size. So Kane figures if he keeps the large man down, he's going to have the advantage. That's what he's doing. But he picks him up, shoots him right back into the corner. Kane follows him in, hitting him with those corner knee lifts. Alfie's on him, right, staying on him, telling him to get out of the corner. Kane's not listening right now. Alfie's started his count. He's 1, 2. If he gets up to 5, Kane will be disqualified, and Kane continues with those knee lifts. Alfie's up to 3. Make that 4. If he gets to 5, okay, Kane broke it just before the 5 count. And Kane's telling Alfie he has 5 seconds, and I mean, he's right, he does have 5 seconds, and he used up 4 of them. Oh, caught him with the nice T-bone suplex.
No, I'm not a writer. Okay.
Staying on his opponent, picks him right back up. Kane's got the upper hand right now, and he needs to stay on him for this. Whips him again into the ropes. Tyler comes back at him. Kane goes for a clothesline. Tyler rolls under, uses the ropes to come back. And looks like it caught him. Looks like Tyler caught him with the behind the knee drop kick, taking Kane's legs out from under him now. And Tyler just kind of slumped back onto the ropes right now. The ropes are what's holding him up. He is in a lot of pain after the punishment that Kane's been putting him through. Tyler makes his way back over, picks Kane up, goes for an old school punch. Kane returns the old school punch. Tyler returns it again. They're standing in the middle of the ring just brawling right now. Exchanging punch after punch. Who's going to give? Kane delivers. Here comes Tyler with another one. And Tyler backs up a little bit and uses his height to his advantage and kicks Kane in the thigh. Knees him in the gut, uses the ropes, comes off, tries to kick him, and Kane catches him, but he gets caught with an enziguri. Tyler goes in for a pin. 1, 2, and thought he was going to have him on that one. Alfie confirms that it's only 2. Tyler over in the corner, climbing the turnbuckle. He's up in that high risk area. Big reward if it pays off, but if not, this could end the match for him if he miscalculates. Comes off. He tried to come off with the senton and misses. Kane rolls out of the way, and Tyler landed on his backside. And now Kane's staying on top of Tyler. Whips him in. Uses the ropes for momentum, comes off, catches him with an overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Well, that's going to put Tyler's chiropractor into a new tax bracket after missing that senton bomb and then getting dumped on his back like that. I think I need to stop commentating and DJing and dancing. I need to go into chiropractor. Kane picks him up, whips him again. Tyler comes back. Catch him with that Luthez press and pound. Now Kane picks him up by the hair, picks him up from behind. I know that hurts. I mean, I've got a lot of hair. Oh, and catches him with the dragon suplex pin. Alfie's right on top of it. We got 1, 2, and only a 2 count. I was going to say, I know what it's like to have your hair pulled, and as much hair as I have, it hurts. I can imagine what happens when...
Oh, Lord.
I've been in the ring before.
Okay.
And it doesn't look like Kane is too happy. He's arguing with Alfie right now, but I mean, Alfie's right. It was just a 2 count. Wait a minute, Kane, wait a minute, you were pinning him and he pulled your tights? That was about like the last time you were in the ring where you complained that the guy pulled your hair. You've got to be kidding me. Anyway, Kane comes over. Oh, wasted too much time arguing. And Tyler catches him with a kick to the gut and hits him with the Impaler DDT. Goes in for a pin. 1, 2, and... No, just a 2 count. Well, there have been some very, very close falls here. Never know, you know, it looks like right now it's any man's game. There's been close 2 counts on both sides. I think it's going to come down to whoever gets that last big move in and surprises their opponent and stuns them enough. Kane gets up wobbly, turns, and Tyler gets up and he stumbles back and goes to the corner, and Kane follows him in and hit him with the corner gut punches. Alfie's telling him get out of the corner, and once again Kane's ignoring him, catches him with a few corner chops and hits him with an elbow. Well, now it looks like Kane's finally paying attention. Kane backs up a little bit. Runs to him, hits him with a hard corner splash, but yet he hit the momentum so hard that Tyler actually used his feet, if you missed it, used his feet and pushed off of Kane and pushed himself up onto the top rope and comes off with the blockbuster. Talk about ingenious. Now Tyler's rolling over. He's crawling to the corner. He's using the ropes are what's helping him stand up right now, and he turns around to face his opponent so he didn't get caught from behind, but he falls into it. But he knows where he's at now, and he's climbing back to the top. Oh, this didn't work out so well for him earlier. He's waiting. Don't wait too long. He comes off with a 1,000-star splash and connects in the middle of the ring, and we got a pin. We got a 1, a 2, and a 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by pinfall in his DIE debut is Tyler Briggs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to pay some bills. DIE is being sponsored by ENTSL Radio, the #1 spot for live entertainment. And in local, I'm going to be putting the URL where you can go in and check out what's going on. Also, if you want to keep up with what's going on at DIE and you have a Twitter account, here is where you can go and you can follow what's going on at DIE Pro Wrestling on the Twitter. Also, DIE is hiring. If you ever wanted to be a referee, an announcer, or even a wrestler, say no more. DIE is looking for new talent. Worried about not having experience? No worries. You can be trained by the professional training staff. Click on the application. Send it to Luscious Kitty Jasper, and she will contact you. Also, just a reminder for everybody, if you remember from what happened on this past Valentine's Day. The Valentine's Day dance was such a hit that it has been decided to hold another event, March the 21st, which is 15 days away. After VWE primetime, DIE is going to be holding a masquerade ball, so get on your fancy outfits and gowns, and of course, do not forget the masks. And there are several men in SL that I know that should wear a mask at all times, but that's just me. I'm just saying.
You're not right. You're just so mean.
Ramna says I would come here, but it wouldn't be fair. I'd always win. You know what? Honestly, that's probably true. That is probably 100% true. I will not doubt that whatsoever. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as you just saw, Tyler Briggs making his debut here in DIE comes up with the win against a very formidable opponent, and you all kind of see how, Kane whines a little bit. Last time he was in the ring, complained somebody pulled his hair. There's nothing to pull. Complained about, somebody pulled his tights. Don't see how the person getting pinned pulls your tights. It's usually the other way around. But anyway, and we have got a couple more matches coming up. And don't forget, I did say it earlier. We're still supposed to hear from Kitty. We're supposed to hear from, I think they said, Kingston's supposed to be here. We're supposed to hear from Drake. I mean, there's still a lot going on. So we're just getting underway. So make sure you TP in all your friends. Not cocky legendary. Oh my God! Please, never mind. I'm not even going to comment on the word legend and whatever. Oh, and okay. Let's see what's going to happen next.
Cut the video, please. Cut the music. Thank you. So last week, Honey Bunny was in pieces. But if you notice, let me turn around so everybody can see. She's one piece again. Let me tell you my story. So after the match last week where I tried to save Emma and Vendetta ripped her apart, I came home and Honey Bunny was sitting on my bed. I don't know how, but she's back together again. So we're going to try to keep her very, very safe and keep her with me at all times. So go ahead and introduce my opponent. I'm excited to meet her tonight.
Kitty, dear, sweet Kitty, I really wish I could introduce, but I have no idea who it is.
Well, play our music, somebody, then.
Okay, well.
Come on, production.
Okay. Yeah, who are you not paying back here, Kitty?
You know I just work here. I'm not the boss.
You're a woman. We're men. We're born stupid. All women rule. We just go with the flow.
As long as you get it straight there, right?
Okay, I was falling to where I was supposed to be TP'd, and now I have no idea what the fuck happened.
Yeah, you're on top of...
Okay, okay, ladies and gentlemen, please, if you are not DIE personnel, please do not be on voice.
Turn your mics off, girls.
I will as soon as I can actually see.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Kitty come in looking for a match, and her opponent, which she was not exactly expecting, but we're going to go ahead and get this out of the way. In the ring right now, standing at a height of 5'7", 140 pounds from Middleton, Ohio, is Kitty, and her surprise opponent, standing in at a height of 5'8", 135 pounds from Richmond, Virginia, is Lucy. And just really quick, Lucy has been gone for a while, but she is now back at the DIE. And if you remember, after the Royal Flush, when Kitty was trying to find Vendetta, she appeared during her match with Seba. The reunion was not what she expected. Vendetta brutally attacked her. Following then, Kitty has been trying to get Vendetta to snap out of it. Kitty tries talking to Vendetta, but it doesn't work. She then has a match the following week against Vendetta. Mr. Honey Bunny was ringside. Kitty kept trying to give Vendetta Mr. Honey Bunny, but to no prevail. Kitty was put into the muffled screams, and Kitty's screams were heard throughout the DIE arena. Last week, Vendetta had a match and put Emma into the muffled screams, but Kitty didn't waste any time. Kitty ran down to protect Emma. When Vendetta got out of the ring, singing Mr. Honey Bunny, yanked him away from Kitty and ripped him into pieces. So this has got a very long, storied, and twisted path to Lucy making her return, but let's see what happens. Well, Emma, that's because, you know, you're Emma. Anyway, we got the match going underway. Alfie has rung the bell. Lucy and Kitty are standing in the middle of the ring, and it looks like looks like Kitty was trying to offer her hand, but it didn't happen, and Kitty went right into a lockup. Lucy comes out and catches Kitty with a headlock. Goes in with a headlock takedown. Now she's squeezing her head.
I crashed, like,
And she performs a headlock takedown stand up. Kitty come up with a hip toss, backs up, stalks a little bit. Lucy nips up, tells her to bring it, so Kitty brought it and come running in and caught her with a leg lariat. Lucy rolls out of it. Now Lucy's down on the ground. Kitty's going in for a spinning Toho, putting pressure on that leg. Keeping Lucy on the ground. Now she goes for a pin roll-up. She's got a 1 count. And that's all she got out of it. Alfie's there to confirm it is only a 1 count. Lucy into a get-up roll. Kitty gets right on up, and now they're staring at each other. Kitty walks over to Lucy, kicks her in the gut, catches her in the front face lock. It's dragging her away from that rope so she doesn't have to break it due to being in the ropes. Looks like she's turning her and setting her up for a position. Whips her. Lucy goes flying into the corner, hits very hard. Kitty comes rushing in after her. Oh, and she turns and grabs Lucy and is doing the corner head smash. Well, that's one way to go on a fiber diet if you're eating a bunch of turnbuckle. And now Kitty comes in, catches him with the corner 10 punches. Alfie's on it right now. He's counting. 3, and Kitty breaks it at 3, but the damage has been done. Kitty backs up and comes rushing in, and it looks like Lucy took a page out of Tyler's book, and as soon as Kitty came in, Lucy uses Kitty's momentum by pushing off with her feet and pushed herself up onto the top turnbuckle. Kitty went in to go for a thrust and missed and caught the center turnbuckle in the stomach. Lucy's measuring her up, comes flying off, catches her with the front missile drop kick, and goes in for a pin. Alfie's on it. 1, 2, and oh. Kitty was able to kick out at the count of 2. That was very close. Lucy's up to her feet. Kitty's getting up frustrated. Looks like she's getting a little bit irritated with what's going on. Lucy meets her in the middle of the ring, comes in and catches her with the right punch. And now a left, and another right, and another left, and another right, another left, and then comes in and catches her with a drop kick. When we talk about adding insult to injury, you're just punching somebody in the face and then you're like, here, just for good measure, take my foot to your face. Lucy's screaming. Now the rust is off and cracks her neck. She's picking Kitty up. And Kitty catches her with a European uppercut. It looks like Lucy got a little bit cocky there. Lucy's stunned right now. Kitty's coming at her, hitting her with a flurry of punches. Left punches, right punch. Right punch. Oh, gets, and Luscious Kitty gets caught with the spin kick. It just glanced, but she comes running in and gets caught with the fisherman suplex. Goes in for the pin. We got a 1 and a 2. And, oh, only a 2 count. And now Lucy's coming to the apron, waiting for Kitty to get up. Lucy up on the top rope, not the top turnbuckle, the top rope, and comes off, uses the ropes, and comes off, tried to hit her with a flying forearm, but got caught by Kitty with a pop-up super kick. Kitty's going in for a pin. She's got a 1, a 2, and a... Oh, almost. That was like a 2 7/8. And Alfie's confirming it. It was just a 2 count. Kitty's getting up a little annoyed. It's like she's trying to shake the cobwebs. She realizes she's got the upper hand now, so she picks Lucy back up, dragging her away from the ropes so she doesn't have to break it on the count of being in the ropes. Once again, smart move on the veteran's part. Kitty whips Lucy over back into the corner and hit her so hard that Lucy bounced a little bit and ended up... Wait a minute. Kitty's getting into attack position. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Vinny's music, and Kitty was distracted and gave Lucy a chance to get up, and Kitty turns around, and Lucy catches her with a thunderclap. I don't know if... It looks like Vinny's not here, but Lucy's taking advantage of the distraction, picks Kitty up from behind by the hair of her head. And Lucy is pushing Kitty back to the center of the ring. And she's catching her. Oh, she got caught with that lightning cutter. Ladies and gentlemen, that could be it. Got her in the middle of the ring, rolls her over, goes for the cover. We got 1, 2, and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by pinfall is Lucy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you witnessed the return. I don't know if it was a long-awaited return, but the return of Lucy, and she picks up the victory over Kitty. And you know, I understand Kitty's long-standing relationship with Vendetta, but Kitty kind of made a rookie mistake there and took her eye off. Her opponent took her eye off the ball, and Lucy did what any of us would have done. Took advantage of it and picked up the victory. I've known Kitty for a while, and I know she's a competitor, and she's not gonna. I mean, she's she's like most of us. She doesn't like to lose, but she doesn't like to lose that way. It's one way to lose respectably, but it's another way to lose when it's. So I don't know what's going to happen. Only thing I can say is, make sure you come back each week and find out what's going on and see what's going to happen with this ongoing saga of Vendetta and Kitty. It's just, I don't know. It's just one of those things. And I am getting word from the back that Kingston is going to be making his way up here any minute. Apparently, he's got some things he needs to say. Let's just hope that he comes out here by himself. And yes, Nala, it is the price. Yes, it is him. It is the price. Let's just hope that he comes out here by himself, because in my own opinion, he's better off by himself than he is aligning himself with, the greatness. He doesn't. I think he'd be much better if he was doing his own thing. I think the greatness is holding him back. That's just my opinion, though. But what do I know? I'm just a commentator. But anyway, as we wait for the price, Kingston, to make his way out here, and like I said, he's got a few things to say. Like I said, we're about 45 minutes into the show. We got a few more things going. You still got time to TP and your friends. Also, make sure that when you land, please do not be on microphone. The only people that should be on mic is DIE personnel. Make sure that you take off all unnecessary scripted items, anything that is not necessary, and that way it will help reduce lag and help the performers to put on much better shows. So I'm sitting here and I'm trying to find out what's going on back and forth. I know Kingston's coming up. Speaking of, I think there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, standing in the ring right now, the reigning DIE champion, the Price, Kingston Ellington, and he brought with him Wild Wolfing. So apparently the champ has something to say, so take it away there, champ.
Is this thing on? Is this thing on? All right. That's right. From everyone's dreams, because you all want to be like me. It's your new champion, the A1 from day one, the Price, Kingston Ellington. Go ahead and cheer. Say my, y'all better cheer. Damn it. Y'all better cheer. Yeah, that's right. You know, when I first came to DIE, it was a no-brainer that I would end up with greatness. Because everything about the Price is great. Everything about me is great. So when Eric Edwards saw me walk down the aisle for the first time, of course, he came to me. He said, Price, you're the final piece of the puzzle. He said, Price, I want you on the team. And since I'm great, I join greatness. That's what I do. That's what winners do. Winners stick together. Now, here's the thing. We had a plan last night, and it didn't execute perfectly. Yeah, Benja thought he was going to get the belt. But you know what? I'm so great, I can trip up, fumble, and fall flat on my ass into a pin and get a 1, 2, 3. That's how great I am. That's who I am. I can just stumble into title rings. That's what I do. I can just trip up and fall into a title ring. That's just what I do. I hear you booing. I hear you booing. But it's not. Boo on. Because you know what? Unlike all of you busted condom mistakes, I was destined for the penthouse of this business when I first laced up my boots. So you all have the hate. You all have the jealousy in your eyes. I see it every time I come out to this ring. I can see that you're angry. You're angry that your daddy didn't put enough into your DNA so you could turn out like the Price. That's not my fault. It wasn't in the cards for you to be great. Accept how things turned out for you. Embrace yourself. Embrace the little waste of a flesh sack you are. Embrace your existence, because that's who you are. That's who each and every one of you are. I would like for each of you to know, jealousy and envy, it's not going to take this belt off my shoulder. No, it's not. I'm going to hold on to this thing for a very, very, very long time. So long that each and every one of you are bound to get sick to your stomach. You're bound to hit. You're going to hear my music coming all the time, and they're going to be saying DIE heavyweight champion, and you're not going to like it. You're not. You're going to hate it. But you got to get used to it. You got to get used to it, because greatness is going to be running things for a very, very, very long time. Very long time. Now, I want you all to think about what I've just said. As my music plays again and I make my way to the back, I want you to realize how I've touched your very existence just by being out here today and speaking to you. How blessed you all are that I was able to talk to each and every one of you. Thank you. Hit my music.
He said just a minute ago that we were all condom mistakes, but am I the only one that thinks he falls in the category if he's the one load Mama should have swallowed? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, we just heard from the new DIE champion, but come on, let's be perfectly honest. We all know you can go to Walmart and you can buy those little bitty styrofoam belts with the little bitty plastic plates on there and call yourself a champion all you want to. But somehow or another, he ended up winning, so, you know, right now we're kind of at the mercy of being with him, being aligned with the greatness and all that. We're going to have to listen to this until somebody, you know, shuts him up, which, you know, if he takes after Eric at all, yeah, that's not going to happen. So, anyway, yeah, that's right. Yeah, there we go. That's what we'll do. We'll sign a we'll have Ranma to sign a to sign a waiver, and we'll put him in the ring with Kingston and just let it be you could beat him blindfolded with one arm tied behind your back. Okay, that sounds fair enough. That sounds fair enough. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to here we go. Never mind. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our third match of the evening is about to get underway. Standing in the ring right now at a height of 5 feet 11 inches, weight 183 pounds from, well, I'm sure she doesn't know where she's from because we know who she hangs out with. It is Lady Death, Myra Murdoch. And I don't see him anywhere around. I don't see the Crisis, but yet that doesn't mean that he won't make some kind of creepy appearance and whatnot. So and her opponent, standing in a height of 5 feet 9 inches, weight of 130 pounds from Richmond, Virginia, it is Jenny Hartley. And it looks like Jenny's not wanting to waste any time. Neither one of the ladies are waiting for Alfie to ask them if they're ready. They're already staring each other down in the middle of the ring. Alfie, I think they are ready. They didn't even wait on you, dude. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, you got to agree with Lady Death there. Obviously, they are. Well, at least they waited for the bell to ring. Jenny and Lady Death just standing and looking at each other. Oh, they were standing and looking at each other, and Lady Death just shoved Jenny all the way back into her own corner. Jenny may have tripped just a little bit. Lady's showing that, you know, she's got the height and the weight advantage. Oh, she comes back and shoves Lady Death, showing her she is not afraid. Oh, and then Lady Death just comes back and basically pimp slaps her. Jenny didn't care too much for that one. And now she comes in. Oh, catches her with the beat rush combo, and Lady Death is staggered. Jenny backs up just a little bit, giving her opponent a little bit too much room. She very slowly, methodically is backing up against the rope. Oh, she goes to come back at her opponent, and Lady Death gets out of the ring. And Jenny's not happy about that whatsoever. And Jenny pretty much says, WTF. And she's yelling at Lady to get back into the ring. And Lady Death hops up on the apron and vaults over the top rope, and Jenny tried to come in and catch her, but instead Lady Death eye rakes her. Jenny's backing up. She can't see right now. Thumb to the eye is not a good thing. Lady Death's coming in, knowing that her opponent is temporarily blinded right now. Lady Death is just smiling at her, knowing that she can't be seen and she can do anything she wants to, so she decides to kick her in the gut. She goes in. Ooh, vicious neck breaker. And Lady Death is just sitting there smirking and grinning, that evil grin that she has. She is enjoying inflicting this pain. Lady Death back to her feet, standing over her opponent right now. No telling what's going through her demented mind. And if talk about demented minds, you all do know that we have the retired Arcana sitting out here in the audience right now. She was one of the most twisted females ever, so hopefully she hasn't been giving Lady Death any pointers. And Lady Death picks Jenny up, not really in any hurry to do anything. I think she's kind of letting Jenny know that she's in control right now, and Jenny is just at her mercy. Oh, and she waited a little bit too long, and Jenny kind of hopped to her feet and caught her with a kick to the gut, and then goes in for a wrist lock. And now she's rinsing that wrist lock in. Oh, jerking down, pulling on the elbow, pulling on the rotator cuff, trying to pull her arm out of socket. And Jenny is not letting go right now. And Lady Death is just smirking and smiling at this whole thing. I've said it before. I said it the last time. I think Lady Death looks at pain as some kind of high. But Lady Death takes Jenny over in a headlock, reverses, takes some of the pressure off of her arm. But still, I think Lady Death. I think she thrives on the pain and the misery. She's been hanging around Crisis way too long. And Alfie's asking Jenny if she gives. Lady Death just stands right up, pulling Jenny up with her. Goes, and Jenny shoves her off, shoves her hard enough back that Lady Death falls into the ropes, but comes back and then gets caught with a Hurricanrana by Jenny. I think Jenny's taken aback a little bit of what Lady Death is actually able to do, and she may be having to rethink her strategy. Jenny's backing up to the corner, but that allows Lady Death to get up. Lady Death's kind of looking around like she's dazed and confused, and Jenny comes flying across and hits her with a leg lariat, but it's just a glancing blow. I don't think she got all of it. I think Jenny kind of misjudged her distance, but she's using the fact that she's got her opponent stunned. I think Jenny's wondering what she has to do. Lady Death let her. Yeah, Jenny thought a little bit too long, and Lady Death caught her with a clothesline. I think what Lady did is that leg lariat, it was a glancing blow, and she was faking a little bit, lured Jenny into a false insecurity, did the weirdest thing, and just fell down to throw Jenny off her game, and then she stands up and catches her with a clothesline, and now she's picking her up by the hair of the head. Hitting her with a standing knee strike. Lady Death Irish whips Jenny into the ropes, does her own shoot off the ropes, comes back to the center of the ring. Catches Jenny with a big boot. And Lady Death is standing over her opponent right now with this just maniacal grin on her face. And she goes in for a pin, a 1 and a 2. And honestly, ladies and gentlemen, the length of time it took her to go in for that pin, I don't think she really wanted to win the match. I think she was just doing it just because she could. I think she wants to punish Jenny some more. And now Jenny gets up, and Lady Death is just taking her time, measuring her up. Jenny uses the ropes to come shooting off. Lady Death tries to catch her with a clothesline. Jenny ducks under it, comes back and catches her with a leg lariat, and this time she definitely caught it all. That put Lady Death on her back, and she is looking up at the lights right now, wondering where she's at, although I think she wonders where she's at even in her world, a normal state of mind. But Lady Death just gets right back up and pretty much tells Jenny to come on. Lady tries the Irish whip her. Jenny reverses it, sends her in, comes up and catches her with a drop kick right in the mouth. She goes in for a quick pin. Hook pin 1. And now she only gets a 1 count out of it. Alfie confirms it. Referee right on top of it. And both women make it to their feet. Jenny comes in and performs a forearm and chop frenzy. She's going between the combinations. Runs in, comes flying off the ropes. Oh, and she gets caught caught with the pop-up knee strike. Both, and as she was flying in the air, falling, Jenny used the height to her advantage and caught her in a catch hurricanrana, and both both ladies are down. Both women are down. Jenny's back to her feet first, backs up to the ropes, falls into them. Yeah, well, you know, I'm only human. And she comes in and tries to kick Lady Death, and Lady Death does a catch kick. Got Jenny in a very vulnerable position, and goes around, throws her leg down, and goes around and slips behind her and catches Jenny in a sleeper hold. Alfie's right on top of it, asking Jenny if she gives. Oh, and Lady Death releases the sleeper hold and goes down and hooks around behind Jenny's arms and catches in a double arm chicken wing and has got her lifted up. All of Jenny's weight right now is being supported by her arms. Alfie right on top of it, asking Jenny if she gives, and right into a German suplex, goes for the pin, a 1, a 2, and somehow or another Jenny was able to kick out. I think she's going strictly on adrenaline and instinct right now. I mean, that would be hard for anybody to kick out of, going from a sleeper hold to a double arm chicken wing all the way into a German suplex. Lady Death is definitely staying on her opponent right now. Jenny's not sure where she's at. She gets picked up by her hair. Oh! And Jenny comes around and out of nowhere catches her with a reverse roundhouse. Jenny crawling over to the corner, trying to use the ropes to get up. She gets up and turns around and falls back into it. Right now, the ropes is the only thing that's holding her up. Lady Death in the middle of the ring, and she's growling. Sees Jenny in the corner, goes rushing over. Oh! Catches her and Jenny catches her with a corner exploder out of nowhere. I don't think that Lady Death was expecting that. Jenny may have been playing a little bit of possum on her side. Jenny creates some separation. She's kneeling down, holding her head. She goes all the way across the ring back to the other corner. Jenny's yelling, "No chill time." Lady Death gets up, stumbles back in the corner. Jenny comes flying across, goes for a kick, and got caught by Lady Death. And now Lady Death is smirking, and she's got her opponent hopping around on one foot with no place to go. And she shoves Jenny down, and Jenny goes in, does a back somersault cartwheel, comes in and dips up as Lady Death gets to her and hits her with the no chill kick, goes in for a pin. We've got a 1, a 2, and only a 2 count. Jenny can't believe it. I can't believe it. Wow, talk about these ladies showing some athleticism. Jenny should have been an Olympic athlete on the tumble and on the mat, and should have been a gymnast with everything she was just doing. I would give her 4 gold medals just for the one move alone she pulled off. Jenny waits on Lady Death to get up. Turns around and comes in with that forearm and chop frenzy. Kicks Lady Death in the gut. Goes flying across. Comes back from the side. Hits her with a swinging neck breaker. And down goes the big lady. And Jenny... Jenny up on the top rope, uses the ropes for momentum and comes off with the moonsault, catches Lady Death square. Goes in for a pin, a 1, a 2, and just a 2 count. Wow. You've got to be kidding. After all that, Lady Death still kicks out after 2, and Jenny is not letting up. She's going up to the high rent district. She's waiting on her opponent to get up. I don't think Lady Death knows where she's at. Lady Death turns around. Jenny's looks like she's waiting. And she comes off with a flying wildfire lariat, misses. Lady Death takes 1 step back and catches her with the Polish hammer. And wow, Jenny is down in a very awkward position. Lady Death goes around and picks her up by her hair. And Jenny's not liking where she's at right now. And Lady Death says death is inevitable and goes for the Death's Embrace, and she has got it locked in the middle of the ring, and Jenny has got no place to go. Alfie right on top of this action, asking her if Jenny gives. Jenny's not responding yet. He's checking on Jenny. She's not giving him any indication. Oh, wait a minute. Is that it? And Alfie just declared it. Jenny is gone. Jenny is out. Your winner by submission is Lady Death, Myra Murdoch. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you just saw it right here. We had a tap out, a submission. She was out. Lady Death, Myra Murdoch picks up the win. And, as we saw earlier, we've heard from Kitty tonight. We saw her in the ring against a returning Lucy. We saw Tyler Briggs making his debut, and he, came up, against Kane Mulligan. we're supposed to still. Drake is supposed to be here. I haven't heard if he's gotten here yet, but they did say that Drake was on his way, and he had some stuff he needed to get off his chest about what Eric did last week. And like I said, it's one of those things that it's just, I don't know. I know. Well, hold on. It looks like he's here. Let's find out.
Normally, I am a lot more jovial or in a high, kind of at a loss for words, because I know what Eric wants. He wants me to lose my temper. He wants me to think that I have fallen for his games and he's better. But you know what? It's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. You know what he pulled last week? I was scheduled to have a tag team match between Eric and Wild Wolf and teaming up with Johnny Angel. And Eric told me a lie. And he even admitted to it. He claimed my mother was sick. Or our mother was sick, and obviously she wasn't. But the good thing is I got to spend some time with Mom. Or for my British friends, my mum. And that is never a bad thing, ladies and gentlemen, hanging out with your mama. That's right, give it up for all the moms out there. Not trying to be corny, but if it wasn't for your mom, you wouldn't be here today. So Eric thinks he got one over on me. He didn't. The joke is him, and it's on himself. So, my only advice to all of you, and I gotta admit, damn, I missed you guys last week not being here. But I am back, and as you can see, I am ready for a fight. So you know what, my word of advice to all of you fans here at DIE is spend as much time as possible with your mom or your dad, because you never know how much... You've got to be kidding me. Welcome back, brother! Did you enjoy your little trip back home? I always knew you was a mama's boy, and that little drivel that you just had coming out of your mouth just now, and these fans absolutely buy your crap? You're no hero, you're no goody two-shoes, you're a stupid moron. You fell for the oldest trick in the book. And why did I do it? Simple. Very simple. To show that your little mutual admiration society, or, oh, what's a better word for it? Your little bromance you got going on with Johnny Angel, it is weak. It is ineffective. It sucks, just like you. Because you know what? We are absolute greatness. And you see these shoes? Look at these shoes. Yeah, come closer to me. Come closer to me. Yeah, you see these shoes? These shoes cost more than your house. These shoes are a sign of greatness which you will never, ever, ever obtain. So my advice to you, brother, get out of my ring. Get out of my company and just go home to Mama, just like you belong. I'm sorry, were you just talking, Eric? Because I didn't hear a damn thing you said. All I heard was total bullshit. Which is typical of you. You know what, Eric? I didn't want to do this. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of our issue. Get in this ring right now. Come on. I'll even hold the ropes open for you, just like you did to Kingston last night. Come on. Come on. Get in here. Come on. Get your fake tan ass in here and take this ass whooping like a man, you son of a bitch.
Be careful, Drake, that's your mom you're talking about, too.
Oh, so you know what, Eric, the great one? I'll make this easy for you. Since you won't come to me, I will come out to you and drag your ass in this ring.
Well,
You
ladies
better
and
run it, little bitch.
ladies and gentlemen, we have Drake Edwards chasing his brother Eric Edwards. And wait a minute.
Seriously? Seriously?
And of course, the Goon Squad.
Pussy is gonna hide behind a puppy dog?
Oh! And of course, I don't know, the bodyguard, the henchman, the numbskull, whatever it is, comes out to protect Eric and catches Drake with a clothesline on the steel steps once again. This is getting out of hand. This really is. You know what? Earlier, Gabby said that, Eric sucks. I swear to God, Eric sucks worse than a 50-cent hoe at Mardi Gras that can't say no. Oh, but yet Drake has managed to get up and he is fighting back. He has caught Wild Wolf with a couple of leg kicks and then kicks him right in the knee, and Wild Wolf goes face down on the steel platform.
Come on,
but
dog, get your ass in the ring. Eric, I'm coming for you next.
Oh, okay. And now Wild gets up and catches Drake with a kick to the gut after Drake tells Wild to get into the ring, and Wild pretty much, I guess he's grunting or he's groaning or he's moaning or whatever. I don't know if the guy can speak or not. I don't really understand it, but he's in the ring regardless, and he left Drake with the wind knocked out of him. But is this going to be an official? Are we going to have a match? And Drake comes right up and catches Wild Wolf and goes right into the ground and pound. I'm trying to get word from the back. Are they going to make this official, or are they just going to let this go, or what? I'm not getting a word from the back, ladies and gentlemen. So as of right now, this is unsanctioned. And Drake right now standing tall over Wild Wolf, picks him up and goes into a lockup, and now Wild Wolf returns the favor by doing his own ground and pound. ladies, I don't. They just letting this go. Is this a free for all? I mean, you got two guys in here beating the holy hell out of each other. No ref. Nobody's coming out to help. And now, oh, here we go. Now Eric tells Alfie to get into the ring. Of course. Of course. Of course. I got it. Okay, of course. And Wolf picks Drake up and shoves him back. Alfie's saying the right thing. He says the boss man says so. Drake just got his face pounded in, and then when Wolf shoved him, Drake's like, "Is that all you got?" Drake is telling the big man to come on, and Wild Wolf tries to go in for a lockup, and Drake uses his speed and rolls under. Drake still got his jacket on. He's not even match ready. I don't think he cares right now. Wolf tries to go in and tries to go for another lockup, and Drake does a rollout, does a head over heels tumble and rolls out of the way. And Wild's telling him to fight like a man. Yeah, coming from the guy that attacked somebody who wasn't expecting it. Yeah, okay, so that's kind of a big, huge whatever. Drake's calling him a lap dog. That's an awful big lap. That's an awful big... And Drake comes after Wild, and Wild runs. After telling Drake to fight like a man, Wild runs to the outside. He runs to the outside of the ring. What happened to fight like a man? And Eric is saying something to I guess he's whispering sweet nothings in Wolf's ear, or maybe blowing in his ear, or I don't know what's going on. And Drake is telling, and Alfie started his count, only got to 2. Drake's telling Alfie, don't worry about it. And Wild actually spoke. Yeah, boss, I got this. He nothing. Okay, well, I guess he can speak in one word. I don't know. Whatever. And Drake is back, and what Drake told Alfie not to count, Alfie's counting anyway. He's up to 4. Drake backs up, uses the ropes for momentum, comes flying across the ring, does a baseball slide drop kick, and catches Wolf, knocks him. Did he knock him in? Did he knock him into? Knocks him down, and of course Eric is running. Drake hops out of the ring, and Drake, I don't blame you, dude. I'd celebrate on that one too. 2 for 1, caught them both. But I think Eric is crawling under the ring. So Wolf comes up, gets caught, thrown back into the ring by Drake. Yeah, Drake still got his jacket on. And tries to come running at Wild. Wild tried to catch him with the big boot. Drake ducks under it, ends up behind him, gives Wild flips him off, and then catches him with a huge clothesline, putting the big man down on his back. Which, of course, I'm sure if he hangs around with Eric a whole lot, I'm sure being on his back is very normal for him, if you know what I mean. Drake catches him in the gut, uses the ropes for momentum, comes flying back across, gets hit with went for a clothesline. Wild just looked at him, smirked, and then goes straight into a spine buster. And that stopped Drake dead in his tracks. And now Wild's putting the boots to Drake. And that's some... I personally don't know. That's something you're going to have to take up with Eric. I don't know what they do. I don't know what they do in behind closed doors. None of my business. And Wild, I guess he got tired of looking at Drake's jacket, because he just ripped the jacket off and tossed it. Well, I'm sure that his jacket costs more than Wild's speech therapist, because we know he failed that class. And Wild replies, "Yeah, he's nothing. Ha, ha, ha." And Wild goes in for a cover. He got a 1, and Drake was able to kick out after 1. I guess Wild's speech isn't the only thing that's slow. He should try to cover him. Should have not worried about ripping the jacket up. Should have went for the pin earlier. Wild goes in, picks Drake up. Oh, comes across with a huge forearm club right across the small of the back. That drop picks him up and does it again, putting Drake down to 1 knee. And goes for a 3rd. I don't know how much more Drake's back is going to be able to take of this. That's some powerful clubs that he's enduring right now. Wild keeps control. He's got Drake down. Throws him into the corner. Hits very hard, jarring that back. Wild kind of stomps away. Oh, and look what Wild's doing. He's imagining he's with Eric right now. He drapes Drake's leg over the rope and then positions himself right between his legs and gets comfortable. Alfie's telling him to get out of the corner. He got up to 2. And Wild broke it for just a second, then goes up and going for those corner 10 punches right in the top of Drake's head. Alfie's telling him to get out of the corner. He's up to 3. He's up to 4. If he gets to 5, well, Wild can't talk, but I guess he can count. I guess he stomps his hooves and realized that it was up to 4 and he needed to break it. So he breaks it, but that leaves Drake in the corner, and the only thing holding him up is the turnbuckles right now. Don't think Drake knows exactly where he's at. And Wild is just staring at Drake like he's not sure if he wants to beat him up some more, or if the fact that he looks so much like Eric, if he wants to take him out for wine and roses. He tries to go in for a splash, and Drake was smarter than that, rose out of the way. Wild catches the top turnbuckle. Drake talking all kinds of trash to the bigger man. And now Wild's kind of back in the corner a little bit, and Drake's giving him a little bit too much room, giving him time to catch his breath and giving him time to... I think Drake was kind of shaking the cobwebs out a little bit. Goes across the ring, comes flying across, hits with a running high knee, catches Wild right in the temple. Drake backs up, comes running again, catches him with a huge Yakuza kick. He asked Wild if he liked to be cornered, and they make those corner torture devices. So there's no telling what Eric and Wild do when they're not training to whatever. And Drake's calling for one more, comes running across and catches with a basement drop kick. So Drake actually did the epitome of what happens to some people who don't manage their money. He started out in the penthouse, he went to the mid-house, and he ended up in the ghetto. He went from the top to the bottom, the penthouse to the basement. Goes in for the cover, 1 and a 2, and still not enough to keep the big man down. Now, if he confirms it was only 2, but Drake's doing the right thing now. He is staying on the big man. Picks him up. Oh, nice leg kick, and then turns around and hits him with a Muay Thai spin back kick. And now he's just going in and he's curvating the knees to his face. Just repeated knees right to the bridge of the nose. Wolf is wobbly. Drake backs up, uses the ropes for momentum, comes flying across. Oh, but Wolf catches him with a big boot. Yeah, how you like that boot. Dude, stop trying to talk and just wrestle. Seriously. Seriously. Really. Seriously. Start. Yeah, seriously. Quit trying to talk. Because your wrestling is like you're talking. It sucks. Anyway, he goes in for a pin. Took him a while because he wanted to taunt everybody. Goes in for a 1 and a 2. If he had spent as much time worried about his opponent as he worried about telling the crowd off. Oh! And once again, Wild, being the bigger and the slower man, gets caught not paying attention to his opponent, and Drake catches him with a nip up hurricanrana, and Eric is over here slowly getting up a little bit. I don't know. Drake's telling everybody, you all know what it is. And Drake has let Wild to his feet. Oh! Catches him with the Drake with the super kick, and Drake collapses. Eric is motioning to the back, and Wild is saying, Kingston. Are they wanting the new DIE champion to come out here? What is going on? And I guess that's what they want because Kingston's coming out. And both men are down right now. But wait a minute, here comes Johnny Angel. Johnny Angel's following in behind Kingston. Catches Kingston with a drop kick to the back before he can reach the ropes, and Kingston is down. Well, that's one way to keep it fair. Meanwhile, both men are back in the ring. Alfie is counting. He's up to 5. And Kingston was able to try to get back to his feet. And Johnny caught him and knocked him right back down. Drake has turned. He's back to his feet. He's letting Wild get up. Wild gets up wobbly, turns, sees Drake standing there. Johnny and Kingston are going at it on the other side. I can't really see what's going on because Wild, you know, due to the fact that he's wide as a movie screen, is blocking everything. Drake comes in. We have got all kinds of stuff going on around here. We've got Drake and Wild going at it in the ring. We've got Kingston and Johnny going at it out here. And we've got Eric out here whining and crying. I think he needs to change his man pond or something like that. I'm not sure what's going on. And now all 4 men are outside the ring. Drake just got clotheslined over the top. All 5 men are out. Eric has turned around and has gotten to his feet. And they are all out on the floor right now. I think Wolfie's losing control. I think Alfie's losing control. I don't know what's going on out here. We've got everybody down except for Eric Edwards, who just now got back to his feet. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Wild's Alfie, what? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Alfie just went ahead and made it official. He said this is too chaotic and too out of control. He has declared this a no contest, but we still have all 4 men. I don't think they really care right now. We have got all 4. Oh, jeez. I think we're going to need a riot squad out here to separate these men. They are all just exchanging lefts and rights. Jeez. Oh, wow. Okay. Johnny Angel just caught Kingston with a leg lariat. We've got Wild and Drake still going at it. We've got Wild standing over Drake. Drake's down to one knee. Johnny's turned his attention to Wild. Maybe they're going to do a double team, but Drake tried to. Oh, Drake gets caught with the code breaker after getting a catch kick. And when he hit the code breaker, he actually fell and rolled and hit Johnny in the knee, and that took Johnny out. Oh no, that took Johnny's knee out. That could spell some trouble. I know it wasn't intentional, but if that knee, jeez.
Enough. That is enough. There will not be chaos or anarchy on my show. We will have dignity. We will have order. And Johnny and Drake, the fun is just beginning.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not exactly sure what Eric meant by that, but that seemed to be a very strong message directed towards his twin brother Drake and Johnny Angel. I mean, granted, Johnny was coming out to help his friend Drake, but once again, I don't even want to call him I don't even want to call him the greatness. I want to call him the Preakness. If you don't know what the Preakness is, that's a horse race, because that's a bunch of horse shit that goes on around here when it involves them people. So I'm not calling him the greatness anymore. I'm calling him the Preakness. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just not sure what I mean, Drake's checking on Johnny, and I hope Johnny's knee is not messed up. I know it wasn't intentional. Drake had no intention of landing on Johnny like that. It was a total accident, but I hope that doesn't prevent Johnny from getting back in the ring. I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, Johnny and Drake are agreeing. They can't let the Preakness get away with this. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, you witnessed it here. This feud going on between the brothers is not anywhere near over, and there's no telling what's going to happen. We saw a little bit more from the Vinny Vendetta and saga with Kitty. We've Kingston come out here. The price is right. The price is low. The price is wrong. The price blows. Whatever it is he wants to call himself. Come out here and he's telling you all, he's the new DIE champion. Get used to it for a long time. He's definitely going to make you people hate it. We've seen chaos. We've seen all kinds of stuff, which is just another example of what you come to expect, which means you can't expect, because you can expect the unexpected here at DIE. But ladies and gentlemen, that's it. So we definitely hope that you all, continue to tune in and continue to make it in, and come back next week and see how these things continue to unfold. We thank you all very much. Have yourselves a great night.